to Matt's conversation with comedic genius Larry David.
I love the word genius. He is the co-creator of Seinfeld. In fact, George Costanza was based on him. He is the driving force and star of HBO's hit show Curb Your Enthusiasm. And now, Larry David is taking on Broadway and breaking ticket sales records with a show called Fish in the Dark. We caught up with him at the golf club at Chelsea Piers here in New York City. We're going to hear about the play tomorrow, but first we wanted to find out how Larry David became Larry David. Let's talk about you, jobs you've had. You were a bra salesman.
Yes.
How'd that go?
Not great.
No, why not?
No. I didn't have the slightest idea of what to do, what I was doing. I couldn't concentrate.
How'd you get that job?
Very good at interviews.
Yeah.
Very good.
You could sell yourself well?
Yes, yes.
But you had no experience?
No, I was just out of college.
Uh-huh.
So they gave me this job.
How long did that last?
3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got fired or did you quit?
No, I got fired.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
It's a badge of honor.
Been fired many times, you know.
You were a cab driver?
Yeah.
I would have gotten right out of the cab if I got in a cab. No, I'm serious. If I got in a cab with you after 30 seconds, I would say pull over.
Why?
Just because you're not to be trusted.
But a good driver.
Are you really?
Well,
you seem like you'd be the worst driver I could imagine.
Let me tell you something, okay?
Don't be careful. Don't point.
This is one of the things that I do very well in life. I'm a fantastic driver.
Really?
Yes. Because
You're safe, or are you fast? Are you speedy?
I'm everything.
You're everything
Yes.
all at once?
Yes. So when you're driving professionally in New York, you really become a great driver.
I'm not buying the fact you're a great driver.
Okay, you know what?
What?
I'm going to email my friend in Los Angeles. And everyone who drives with me in Los Angeles will attest to what a
I'm
fantastic
not going to
driver I am.
believe that. I'll go in a car with you one day. I'm not going to believe some guy I've never met telling me you're a great driver.
Fair enough. Go
Okay. You worked for Saturday Night Live.
Yes.
You were a sketch writer, but like not for that long. What happened?
No, for 1 year.
But that's not that long.
No.
How many sketches did you get on the air?
One.
One in a year?
Yes.
That's not very prolific.
Hold it. That's a misuse of the word prolific.
Okay. Oh, you
Okay.
wrote a lot, but they just didn't get on the air?
Exactly.
Yeah. Were they not funny?
No, they were very funny. I'll get that same friend who said I'm a good driver to write about how funny they were.
Isn't it true that you quit in a huff? You stormed out of there?
Yes.
Do you remember what you said?
I said, this show stinks. I'm quitting. Goodbye. Good luck. 5 minutes before air.
And then the story goes that, like, the next week you just showed back up for work.
Not the next week. I quit on a Saturday night, and I came back to work on Monday morning. So it was only 2 days later.
I've changed my mind.
My neighbor, Ken Kramer, told me to just go back and pretend the whole thing never happened. And that's exactly what I did.
Did they take you back?
Nothing was even mentioned.
All right. Let's play this little game called How Do You Plead? Okay?
This is why I hate stuff like this.
Why?
Huh? You'll see how much I'm going to hate this. Go ahead.
But don't start off with a negative attitude.
What attitude do you want me to start
Start off with an open mind. I would do that for you. I would have an open mind.
Okay, go ahead.
God. All right, Newsweek magazine called you, quote, this is perfect, a year-round Grinch. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Not guilty? Listen to what you just did. You didn't even want to play the game.
Yeah, but that's only it's just one little game. But I actually have a very good disposition.
Do you?
I'm not a Grinch. Yes. Do I like Christmas? No, I don't. I can't stand it. That's more about the music and the garbage accumulation. Look what it puts people through. It's just so ridiculous. And people buy into it and they do it. I don't understand it. But just because you hate Christmas doesn't mean you're a year-round Grinch. Yeah, are there other holidays I can't stand? Of course.
We appear to have touched a nerve here.
I don't like the 4th of July. And
Why?
Why can't we celebrate without firecrackers? And
Are you afraid of loud noises?
I don't like it. Yes, it throws me. Yeah. So I don't like the firecrackers. I can't stand Halloween.
Why don't you like Halloween? That's one of my kids' favorite holidays.
Well, yes, but they're little kids. If you're an adult, what's in it for me? You know, I don't see the benefit of it.
Oh, God.
People in
Oh, you want to go on with more? You want to trash more holidays?
I can.
Go ahead. What's wrong with Arbor Day? Let me
the
go
next
on. We're
question.
still playing How Do You
right,
Plead,
yeah,
all right?
okay, yeah.
I've heard you described as deeply troubled in the funniest way. How do you plead?
I don't like this.
You don't like where
why
this
can't-
is going?
You know, even in court, there's guilty with an explanation.
Okay, give me an explanation.
All right, what is the question again?
You weren't even listening.
I was listening, but
No, you weren't.
I conveniently
You've been
dismissed it.
described as deeply troubled in the funniest way.
I'll say not guilty.
Yeah, you're just being a contrarian. That's all right. You've become a sex symbol.
Guilty.
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah. Guilty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you hear what Jennifer Lawrence said about you?
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your reaction? Well, let me just tell people what she said. But
Yes.
she loved Woody
Yes,
Allen.
Tell the audience.
Let me tell you, she loved Woody Allen. She has a
Yes.
huge crush on you.
Yes.
She says, with Woody Allen, I don't feel it below the belt the way I do for Larry David.
Yeah.
You're blushing a little
Jen,
bit.
you know. I didn't take that in a sexual way, by the way, that below the belt thing.
How else can you take that?
I just took it like she's a big fan, you know.
No, let's go back and dissect what she said.
Okay.
She said she has a crush on you. She said, I worship Woody Allen, but I don't feel it below the belt the way I do for Larry David.
So you think that that's a sexual thing? I didn't see it that way.
Yeah, okay, this may be part of your problem.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Are you an easy guy to get along with?
Tremendously easy. Yes. Yeah. You know, yeah. Great guy. I'm a great guy.
The same guy who will attest to you being a good driver and that your sketches were funny?
Yes, yes.
Will tell
for
you
sure,
you're
for
a great guy?
Yeah, I'm a great guy. I'm telling you, I'm a fantastic guy. Yeah.
I walked out of that interview smiling all after.
That's like a sitcom. That should be on NBC. You guys are great together.
Funny. By the way, we're going to have much more with Larry tomorrow. He's going to do something he's never done before, and he'll also tell us all about his play, Fish in the Dark. Look. I want you to give me your entire stage resume. All of the. I want to know. I want to know all the
This is
shows
gonna be
you've
a very
done.
fast interview.
That's more tomorrow on Today with Larry.
Great laugh. I look forward to that.